Good afternoon to you all. In this lecture, we are going to study about the public finance. Now, what is the public finance? तो अभी public finance किसको कहते हैं? That the income and expenditure of the government. That is called as a public finance or the finances of the government. That is called as a public finance. Public means what here? We will take a public means government. So government finance. So here we are going to study about the revenue and expenditure of the government. That is called as a public finance. Revenue and study of revenue and expenditure of the government. Now here the government incur the expenditure on the various kinds of the activities. Government perform the different kinds of functions. Now what are the functions that is being performed by the government? The government they perform the various kinds of functions like maintenance of public administration, construction of roadways, railways, bridges, dams. The expenditure incurred by the government on defense for the protection of people from the external aggression. So these kinds of the expenditure, these are called as a public expenditure. Now, to incur this expenditure, the government required the income. Now, the government receives the income through the various sources. They are classified as the revenue expenditure, that is the receipt or revenue income. Now, the revenue income or revenue receipt of the government. Government receives the income or the revenue through the various sources like tax and non-tax revenue. Now here the tax revenue again classified as direct taxes and indirect taxes. Apart from these direct and indirect taxes, the government also receives the income from the non-tax sources. अभी अपार्ट फ्रॉम टैक्स गवर्नमेंट को कौन कौन से सोर्सेज से इनकम आती है? तो गवर्नमेंट रिसीव्स द इनकम फ्रॉम the penalties, fees, and fines. Profit earned by the PSUs. PSUs means what? The public sector enterprise. So these are non-tax revenue. Now here we are going to study about the various functions of the government. Now the government perform the various kinds of functions. These functions are classified as obligatory functions and optional functions, which are the non-obligatory. Obligatory functions, now, which are the obligatory functions performed by the government? Protection from external attacks, maintenance of law and order. These are the obligatory functions of the government. Means what? The government must perform must perform these kinds of the function. Non-obligatory means what? The optional means what? There is no compulsion on the government that the government should perform these functions. As such, the government provide the various kinds of the services to its citizens. Some of these services are provision of education, health service, provision of social securities like pension, unemployment allowances, and other welfare measures. These are non-obligatory in nature. That is not a mandatory on the government that the government should provide these services to the people. Now here we are going to study about the meaning of public finance. As in the beginning of the lecture itself, I had explained you what is the public finance. Public means what? The government. The finances of the government. Now, what is the finances of the government? The study of revenue and expenditure of the government. Finances of the government means what? The study of income and expenditure of the government. Revenue means what? Income. The study of income and expenditure of a government is called as a public finance. To perform the various kinds of function, as we had seen that government perform the different kinds of functions. We had already seen that they are obligatory and non-obligatory functions. Now, to perform all these kinds of the functions, government required the income, required the funds. Now, the government receives the funds through the various sources. The concept of public finance is a combination of the two words. Public. Public means what? The collective for the individual living in the administrative territories. Public यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? That is a collection of the individuals living within an administrative territories. Collection of people. तो अब ये जो peoples है, इनको represent कौन कर रहा है? Government. So here what we'll do? Here we'll consider the public means what? The government. So here the public is a collective term for the individuals living in the administrative territories, but in economics it is used to signify the government which represent the public. And finance means what? The income and expenditure. तो अभी इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि पब्लिक फाइनेंस का मतलब क्या हो गया? Income and expenditure of the government. What is public finance? Income and expenditure of the government is called as a public finance. The public finance is the study of income and expenditure of the government. अभी government यानी कि कौन से government आएंगे? In India, we are having the decentralization of the power, and the power is decentralized like central government, which looking at the administration of the country. Then power is decentralized from central government to the state government, which looks after the administration of the particular states. Then from state government to the local level government. So in this way, the power is decentralized between central, state, and local government. When we are talking about the finances of the government means what? We are looking after the income and expenditure of central government, state government, and the local bodies. These studies are done under the public finance branches in economics. Now here we are going to study about some of the important definitions of the public finance. According to the Huff Dalton, public finance is one of those subjects which are on a borderline between economics and politics. It concerns with the income and expenditure of the public authority with the adjustment of one with the other. Understand the definition given by the Dalton? According to the Dalton, what is the public finance? Again, it is the study of income and expenditure of the government, that is of a public authority, with adjustment of one with the other. Okay, got the definition given by the Dalton. What is the definition given by the Dalton? Public finance is the study of income and expenditure of public authority, and with the adjustment of one with the other. So in short, it is a study of income and expenditure means what? Revenue and expenditure of the government. And here we study about it's a borderline subject. It's a borderline subject between economics and politics. That means what? Since we are studying about, we are talking about the government. We are talking about the political science, and we are talking about the income and expenditure. That means what? We are talking about the economics. So it is the borderline subject between इकोनॉमिक्स एंड पॉलिटिकल साइंस. तो ये बॉर्डर लाइन सब्जेक्ट है, क्योंकि हम लोग यहाँ पे किसके बारे में स्टडी करें? गवर्नमेंट के बारे में. तो गवर्नमेंट मीन्स व्हाट? पॉलिटिकल साइंस. इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर मीन्स व्हाट? इकोनॉमिक्स. तो ये बॉर्डर लाइन सब्जेक्ट है बिटवीन इकोनॉमिक्स एंड पॉलिटिक्स. The another definition given by the Professor Finlay Shirus. Now, according to the Finlay Shirus, public finance is the study of principles underlying the spending and raising of a fund by public authorities. So, what is the public finance according to Finlay Shirus? Study of principles underlying spending and raising the fund. Again, here spending and raising fund by public authority means what? Here again, spending means what? Expenditure. Raising of fund means what? Income. So again, we got the same definition, same meaning. That is, it's the study of income and expenditure of the public authorities means what? Government. The public finance is the principles underlying the spending and raising of a fund. Spending and raising of fund by public authorities. This is the definition given by the Professor Finlay Shirus. Now here we are going to study about the distinguish between public finance and the private finance. Now here first we'll see the objectives of public finance. Now here objectives public finance. अभी पब्लिक फाइनेंस का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या रहता है? फर्स्ट विल सी दैट व्हाट इज द पब्लिक फाइनेंस. पहले हम लोग देखेंगे कि मीनिंग, कॉन्सेप्चुअल डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस टू, पब्लिक फाइनेंस और प्राइवेट फाइनेंस में कॉन्सेप्चुअल डिफरेंसेस क्या है? दैट इज अ पब्लिक फाइनेंस क्या है? जस्ट नाउ वी हैड सीन द डेफिनेशन ऑफ पब्लिक फाइनेंस. अभी हमने देखा कि पब्लिक फाइनेंस क्या है? फाइनेंसेस ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. पब्लिक फाइनेंस मीन्स व्हाट? पब्लिक मीन्स collective word used for individuals in the country and they are represented by the government. So public means government. Finance means what? Income and expenditure. So here public finance means what? Study of income and expenditure of the government. And what is the private finance then? तो ये गवर्नमेंट फाइनेंस है, और प्राइवेट फाइनेंस यानी कि प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल का इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर. So study of income and expenditure of the private individual, study of income and expenditure of the private individual is called as a private finance. Income and expenditure of the government, public finance. Income and expenditure of an individual or a firm is called as a private finance. To understand the conceptual differences between these two, first, public finance is the study of income and expenditure of the government. Public finance is the study of income and expenditure of the government, whereas private finance is the study of income and expenditure of an individual or a firm. Now let us see that what is the difference in the objectives. अभी गवर्नमेंट का ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या रहता है? मैक्सिमाइजेशन ऑफ वेलफेयर. ओके, गवर्नमेंट का ये ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या रहता है? मैक्सिमाइजेशन ऑफ सोशल वेलफेयर. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? मैक्सिमाइजेशन ऑफ सोशल एडवांटेज टू द सोसाइटी, यानी कि सोसाइटी का बेनिफिट. दैट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. लेकिन प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल सोसाइटी का बेनिफिट देखता है कि खुद का बेनिफिट देखता है, खुद का इंटरेस्ट. So here, the objective of private finance is to fulfill the private individual, means what? Maximization of self-interest. ओके, तो यहाँ पे पब्लिक फाइनेंस सोसाइटी का बेनिफिट देख रहा है, सोशल वेलफेयर देख रहा है, वेयर एज अ प्राइवेट फाइनेंस इट एम्स एट मैक्सिमाइजेशन ऑफ सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट और द प्राइवेट इंटरेस्ट. प्राइवेट फाइनेंस है सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट या प्राइवेट इंटरेस्ट के ऊपर ध्यान दे. नाउ नेक्स्ट डिफरेंस बिटवीन पब्लिक फाइनेंस एंड प्राइवेट फाइनेंस. नाउ हियर डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर. Government first determines the volume and different ways of expenditure. अभी गवर्नमेंट फाइनेंस में गवर्नमेंट क्या करता है? पहले एक्सपेंडिचर देखता है. एज पर द एक्सपेंडिचर दे रेज द फंड. लेकिन एज ए इंडिविजुअल, प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल, हम लोग क्या करते हैं? पहला खर्चा बढ़ाते कि इनकम देखते हैं. एज ए इंडिविजुअल फर्स्ट वी डिटरमाइन द इनकम. एज ए इंडिविजुअल हम लोग क्या करते हैं? हम लोग अपनी इनकम देखते हैं और उसके हिसाब से हम लोग खर्चा करते हैं. बराबर. सो हियर इंडिविजुअल कंसिडर द हिज इनकम एंड देन डिटरमाइन द वॉल्यूम ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर. लेकिन गवर्नमेंट क्या करता है? गवर्नमेंट पहले इनकम नहीं देख सकता क्योंकि उसको सोसाइटी के बारे में सोचना है. सो गवर्नमेंट डिटरमाइंस दैट वॉल्यूम एंड डिफरेंट वेज ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर. गवर्नमेंट पहले क्या देखता है? गवर्नमेंट डिटरमाइंस द एक्सपेंडिचर, whereas an individual consider his income and then he determines the volume of expenditure. As an individual हम लोग अपनी इनकम के देखते हैं, फिर इनकम के हिसाब से हम लोग खर्चा करते हैं. नेक्स्ट, the difference between the public finance and private finance is the credit status. तो अभी क्रेडिट स्टेटस में पब्लिक फाइनेंस और प्राइवेट फाइनेंस में क्या डिफरेंस है? In case of public finance, high degree of credit in the market. Public finance में degree of credit ज़्यादा है. They can raise any amount of a fund. There is no limit. यानी कि गवर्नमेंट कितना भी फंड रेज कर सकता है, कितना भी लोन दे सकता है, उसके ऊपर कुछ भी लिमिट नहीं है. बट एज ए इंडिविजुअल हम लोग कितना लोन ले सकते हैं? जितना हम लोग लोन चुका सकते हैं. यानी कि अवर क्रेडिट is limited. The credit of a private individual, credit of a private individual is limited, but to those of a government is unlimited. यानी कि गवर्नमेंट का जो क्रेडिट है वो बहुत ज्यादा रहता है, लिमिट नहीं रहती उसकी। वेर एज ए इंडिविजुअल, एज हम लोग जब लोन लेते हैं, हम लोग लिमिटेड लोन लेते हैं जितना हम लोग रीपे कर सकते हैं। जितना हमारे पास एसेट रहेगा उतना ही हमको लोन सैंक्शन होगा। नाउ राइट टू रिप्रिंट, तो अगर गवर्नमेंट को लोन रीपे करना है, sometimes they can print the money, they can ask the RBI to print the notes. The government can print the notes through the RBI. क्रेडिट में क्यों डिफरेंस है? गवर्नमेंट को अगर लोन रीपे करना है तो वो आरबीआई से नोट प्रिंट करा सकता है, लेकिन हम लोग कर सकते हैं क्या? नो। प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल डज नॉट एंजॉय सच राइट। प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल्स को नोट प्रिंटेड करने का राइट नहीं है। गवर्नमेंट कैन प्रिंट द नोट, बट प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल does not enjoy such a right. So this is the difference between public finance and private finance. Now we had seen that there is no limit for a government fund, and therefore we can say that in case of elasticity of finance, public finance is more elastic than the private finance. Why? Because the government can raise the higher amount of the fund. They can raise the credit, high degree of a credit. And they can repay the loan even by printing the currency notes. So that means what? They are more flexible as compared to the private. There is no scope for changes in private finance. प्राइवेट फाइनेंस चेंज कर सकते हैं क्या? नहीं। जितना हमारा लिमिट है उतना ही हम लोग का क्रेडिट लेंगे, जितनी इनकम है उतना ही हम लोग रीपे कर पाएंगे. सो दैट मीन्स व्हाट? Since the private finance is limited, it is less elastic. It is not elastic. So there is no much scope for changes in private finance. Now here we will see that the difference on effect on economy. अगर गवर्नमेंट लोन लेती है, if the government raise the loan, if the government raise the loan, it has impact on a country or economy of the country. If the government borrows the money, excessive money, then government, how they will repay the loan? That put the burden on a taxpayer. So that means what? It has impact on the economy of the country. लेकिन प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल अगर लोन लेता है, if the private individual borrows the loan, has a marginal effect on a national economy. उसका इकोनॉमी के ऊपर बहुत ही कम असर होता है. इकोनॉमी अफेक्ट नहीं होती है, अफेक्ट होती है लेकिन ज़्यादा अफेक्ट नहीं कर सकता. जैसे अभी हम लोग देखे मेहुल चोकसी, Malia, they had borrowed the money. It has impact, but it doesn't affect that much to the economy. लेकिन अगर गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत सारा लोन लिया, government borrowings that have impact on the common people, that on the economy as a whole. लेकिन गवर्नमेंट लोन उसका पूरे इकोनॉमी के ऊपर इफेक्ट होगा. बट प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल, प्राइवेट लोन, it has private finance has a marginal effect on national economy. So this is the difference between the public finance and private finance. Understand what is the difference between public finance and private finance? Now we will have just a glimpse on the structure of public finance. Now here we can see the structure of public finance. As shown in the figure, public finance. Now public finance, it include income and expenditure of the government. The government receives the income through the public revenue by the public debt. गवर्नमेंट को इनकम कैसे आती है? रेवेन्यू द्वारा या बोरोइंग द्वारा. दैट इज कॉल्ड द पब्लिक डेट, for which they are introducing the fiscal policy and through the financial verification. And on the basis of income, they have to incur the expenditure. Now, the expenditure of the government is classified as revenue expenditure, capital expenditure, development expenditure, and non-development expenditure. Similarly, the government receives the income, that is the revenue, through the various sources. They are direct taxes or that is a tax revenue or a non-tax revenue. टैक्स रेवेन्यू में गवर्नमेंट को दो तरह के टैक्सेस से इनकम आती है, डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस एंड इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस. नाउ डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस मीन्स व्हाट? द टैक्स ऑन इनकम. द टैक्स ऑन इनकम, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ना इनकम एंड वेल्थ, दैट इज कॉल्ड डायरेक्ट टैक्स. तो डायरेक्ट टैक्स में क्या आएगा? इनकम टैक्स आएगा, वेल्थ टैक्स आएगा, प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स आएगा. ऑल दीज आर द डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस. ये सभी क्या है? डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस. Whereas indirect taxes. Now, what is the indirect tax? The taxes on goods and services. Indirect taxes को कहते हैं taxes on goods and services. Now, what are the indirect taxes? जैसे sales tax, VAT, and now recently introduced by the government, that is the GST, goods and service tax. All these are the examples of indirect taxes. The government also receives the income in the form of a debt from the borrowing. अभी गवर्नमेंट किससे लोन ले सकता है? दैट इज थ्रू इंटरनल सोर्सेज एज एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेज. यहाँ पे हमने देखा कि नॉन टैक्स रेवेन्यू से गवर्नमेंट को इनकम आती है, यानी कि टैक्स के अलावा ऐसे कौन से सोर्सेज है जिससे गवर्नमेंट को इनकम आ रही है? फीस है, पेनल्टीज है, फाइन्स है, गिफ्ट, डोनेशन, ग्रांट, स्पेशल लेवी एंड बोरोइंग्स. नाउ द फिस्कल पॉलिसी. द फिस्कल पॉलिसी में क्या करते गवर्नमेंट? पब्लिक रेवेन्यू एंड एक्सपेंडिचर. तो पॉलिसी रिगार्डिंग द गवर्नमेंट रेवेन्यू एंड एक्सपेंडिचर, दैट इज कॉल्ड फिस्कल पॉलिसी. And financial administration, government is spending the money on financial administration. So ये that financial administration that comes under the revenue expenditure of the government. So this is the structure of public finance at glance. In the next lecture, we will study this structure, study about the public expenditure. Now, if you are having any doubt, you can ask.